What's up, guys? It's Overt, and I figured, I'd go over the no gi match that I had, and then later on I'll do the gi match. But figured I'd go over it for you guys to let you know what's kind of going on, my thoughts on it. And of course, the first thing that happens is my contact gets knocked out. Trust me, guys, this does not happen every time. It's happened twice, not every time. But anyways, I figured I'd just kind of cover it, give you guys my thoughts, give you my breakdown of it, and I'm gonna link the original raw footage of this no gi match down below, because it seems like, dude, F YouTube right now, man. 16,000 subs, and you're gonna tell me only 300 people wanna watch the vid? No, no way. YouTube needs to stop being a super big homo, and it needs to fix itself. So, here's the no-gi match. This is my first ever competition doing no-gi. I actually lost this by 1 point right here. This guy is phenomenal at takedowns. He actually took the other guys down a ton of times, the other guys that he went with, and me and him actually ended up going for first and second place when I actually competed in the gi match, and I lost by 2 points. Here I lose by 1 point, which really sucks. But at the same time, you know what? I didn't realize that they were counting my advantages as points too. So submission attempts, they were counting as points for some reason. Not the typical way to do things. Right here, what I'm doing is I'm searching for an Americana, a reverse Americana. It's something that I do a lot. Basically, it's a shoulder lock you grab from the bottom. And if you guys ever seen, perhaps if you've ever seen a cop put somebody's arm behind the other guy's, behind somebody's back and lift it up, that's a Kimura, which is another shoulder lock. Now reverse that, and like instead of putting it behind your back, you raise their arm up the opposite way and put it behind their head. That would be an Americana. I try to explain that as Jiu-Jitsu not savvy people as possible. I don't know, man. And so what I realized, though, as I was doing this, because I play a really defensive game, and so I was like just kind of feeling it out. What I realized, though, is that this guy, and I should have realized it sooner, but basically this guy was not going for submissions on me. He was more trying to just pass my guard and just hold. He wanted to win by points. He's a point fighter is what it seems like, because he would pass the guard and he would just hold. He wasn't working for anything, and that's why when I was trying to do that reverse Americana, I couldn't get it, because he wouldn't unclench his hands. He was holding his hands together just to hold me there simply for the points. He actually got a warning for stalling at one point, and I think two of my opponents did when I actually went. They got warnings for stalling. So here I find a Kimura. I'm looking for it. It's a special thing, and I forgot to take off. I was wearing Under Armour or a rash guard, and I forgot to take off my shirt that I was wearing over it, and my shirt actually got stuck. My hand got stuck in my shirt, which sucks. So I tried to switch for the armbar there. No-gi, as I found out, is extremely slippery. Here I go for the Kimura again, and that's why he flips. It was kind of I had it locked, and I tried to take it, and he mostly out of his own volition, is that the word that I'm looking for? He voluntarily flipped himself to get out of that Kimura, which I thought was hilarious, because he's kind of a chubbier guy, and doing front flips is just hilarious. But anyways, yeah, I think that I would have finished him with that Kimura had I not been wearing the shirt that I was wearing, because it stopped me from I dug my hand under, and my hand went inside my shirt and got stuck, and I couldn't rip his arm out, which sucked. But anyway, I'm looking for it still. I actually, after I went with him the second time, his black belt coaches, there were like two of them there. They both told me, hey man, and this is actually, I only uploaded this match of me and him. The next match that we did in gi for first and second place was pretty boring. I stuffed like 5 of his takedowns. He finally got a takedown on me, and then he kind of just stayed in guard the whole time. I tried to attack with submissions, but he was really hesitant to move, because my guard game, I attack a pretty decent amount, and so he was really hesitant to move, and I couldn't move him off his base. I couldn't sweep him because he has really good base, because he's a wrestler. And here, I almost get the Kimura. I think that I do it. I was really thinking that I was going to get it. Man, his shoulder must be sore, because I cranked that thing up pretty good, as you guys saw, but end up missing it. He ends up getting out, so props to him. And so, yeah, but afterwards his black belt coaches were like, oh man, your Kimura is fantastic, for a blue belt, you gotta awesome Kimura. You must be working that a lot. You know exactly how to shift your hips and stuff to get that arm to pop out so that you can get it for the Kimura. Every time you were going for that Kimura, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, this guy better be careful. Every time you went for that Kimura, you could tell that you shifted your body exactly to make him move exactly how you wanted to get that Kimura. And very impressive, man. And you know, they were just paying me a lot of compliments. I really appreciated it. I thought it was really cool. And I believe I lost by that right there. I lost by that. I believe they gave him a point for this position right here for advantage, which is weird. I don't know why they're giving points for advantages. And that's what I lost by, which sucks. But, you know, doesn't matter too much in the end because it was my first competition nogi. It was fun. I enjoyed it. And it turns out this guy is the head wrestling coach for another jiu-jitsu gym. So he's actually the wrestling coach there, which that's pretty cool. If I could stuff a wrestling coach's takedowns, thought it was pretty cool. Still a good match. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let's leave some likes on this. Leave some love on the video, you guys, and later on today I'll commentate over my gi match and let you know my thoughts on that one. Alright, love you guys a ton. Subscribe if you're new. I am over and out.